Okay.
How's it going?
Look
Great.
good
It's
for
going
Josh.
great.
Sorry.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Look good for Josh. Out of the protocol.
Still in the protocol. Optimistic though. Still has to get through another phase, but he's doing well.
How about Evan Engram, Devin Lloyd, and Darnell
Yeah.
Savage?
Devin will be good. Savage will be good. Both those guys should play. Evan, I think, is still day to day. He's done some good things this week, but we'll get through today. Probably game time, but we'll see where he's at later. As we get closer.
And in the past, you said you like to use passing as an extension of the run game. Sometimes maybe something short, and then that's sort of the run game in itself as well. Do you feel like you've gotten enough out of that this year?
Well, I'm just thinking through your question a little bit. I think there's ways of doing it, right? You can do it with advantage throws off the run. You can do it with RPOs. You can do it with three-step or quick passing. You can do it with screens. There's a multitude of ways you can extend your run game, and I think we've kind of hit all of those, probably more so than say the RPO, right? Yeah.
Hey, Doug, the last week we talked about the offensive tackles being inconsistent the first couple of weeks. Last week it seemed like they played well. What changed? How did they take it from one week to the next?
I just think they approached it from maybe a couple of ways. One, they were probably taking a little bit of heat, outside the building, and so they take that personal, and just want to play better. I think the work that they've done now, the five guys playing together, for the first 4 weeks, can also help that. Knowing that you're playing against two really good edge rushers again, that Houston has, they really stepped up to the challenge. I just think that in itself, they take a lot of pride, in their work and really stepped up and played really well, played their best game. And I thought last week the offensive line, for the most part, for the whole game, really played their best game for the season so far.
Getting Darnell back is obviously big because he's a talented player, but what about his experience going in there, just because it's such a young secondary around him?
Oh, I think it's big to get him back. Brings some leadership, brings a little energy out there, and a veteran player who's played. It takes nothing away from what Jarian has done. I think Jarian played. He kind of played through injury last week and really did a great job and has done a great job. And it's learning. Jarian's learning, right? And now getting Sav back, he can learn more from him. And we're slowly getting some of our pieces, some of our injured players back.
Anybody else for Coach on the record here?
Seriously?
Let's
Three
take it
questions.
down, I guess. Dave? He's got the button.